Hello, class. I am from Guangxi Financial Vocational College. Teacher Wang Mei. Look at this pile of courier data. If you throw it directly to the courier, will he go crazy? But if the package type is grouped by province, did he become efficient immediately? Think again. If we sort express deliveries by zodiac sign, what will happen? Scorpio comes first. Virgo packages must be perfectly wrapped. I'm afraid you'll get so many complaints that you'll go bankrupt. So how do you make data find its right place? Here's a trick we're going to learn in this lesson: data avatar. Students, do you think it is difficult to sort garbage? Imagine if there were no classification rules. Wouldn't the waste station become a disaster scene? With rules, garbage can be pressed as dry garbage, wet garbage, classify recyclable waste, etc. Then the statistical grouping is the same. By setting rules for data, to turn waste into treasure, statistical grouping, simply put, is labeling data according to certain rules and dividing the data into different small rooms. For example, group the body weights of the whole class as follows: under 50 kilograms, 50 to 60 kilograms, and above 60 kilograms. That's the rule, and divide into small rooms with rules. Let's talk about what this rule is good for. The first reveals the essence, just like when shopping for a blind box online. Products are grouped by price and sales volume. You can find the king of cost performance at a glance is the Cute Pet series blind box. Second, comparative analysis, for example. By comparing and analyzing the online shopping preferences of boys and girls, we find that the boys group prefers to buy game controllers and sneakers, while the girls group prefers to buy cosmetics and bags. By grouping, the difference is obvious at a glance. Third, predicting trends, for example, analyzing the sales of milk tea shops. After grouping by season, we find that sales double in summer, so it can be recommended to increase raw material reserves and staffing in the summer. Next, we are going to learn 3 tricks of data classification. After learning, data can also be delivered accurately like a courier. Method 1. Qualitative grouping. It's all about labeling data. For example, on supermarket shelves, products are divided into food, daily necessities, other sections. Method 2. Quantitative grouping. It is to measure the height of the data. For example, when analyzing class grades, group them as below 60, 60 to 80, and above 80, and you can see the results. The key to quantitative grouping is group spacing. For example, age is grouped by 20 to 30 years old. The interval is 10 years. The interval is too small. More groups. The interval is too large. It becomes too coercive. It should be just right, like adjusting the sweetness of milk tea. Attention, quality grouping is often used in conjunction with quantity grouping. Don't conclude based on just one. For example, use quality grouping. When analyzing the best-selling products in a supermarket, must combine with quantity grouping, such as sales ranking. Otherwise, products with low prices and high sales may be ignored. Let's look at this set of positive and negative cases. First, under the food category. Red wine is a bestseller. This is the wrong case, because it is grouped only by quality. Look again under the food category, combining with sales ranking. Mineral water is the sales champion in the food category. This is the correct case. It considers both quality grouping and also incorporates quantitative grouping. Method 3. Composite grouping system. It's like matryoshka dolls. For example, when analyzing online shopping data, after layering by gender, age, and monthly consumption, we find that women aged 20 to 30 with monthly consumption over 2,000 are the core big spender group. To master these 3 data classification techniques, it is also necessary to pay attention to grouping 3 major pits. Pitfall 1. Overlapping groups. For example, 18 to 20 overlaps with 20 to 22. The data doesn't know where to go. Pitfall 2. Unequal class intervals. For example, in a group, the first 2 groups were 10 years old. The latter 2 groups are 50 years old. The intervals are too different. The data will protest. Pitfall 3. Misleading labels. For example, analyzing grades by constellation, the boss will call you unreliable, future. You might use groupings to analyze market surveys, user portraits, etc. But remember, grouping is to solve problems, not creating contradictions. It's like garbage sorting. The right environment becomes beautiful. Wrong division, increase pollution. And then finally, we use the data magic trifecta to conclude today's knowledge. Move 1. Conceptual grid. Grouping is not random classification. It is finding like terms for data. Move 2. Action dot. Grouping can help us see the secrets behind the data. Move 3. Technique masterstroke. First, qualitative grouping is a textual exploration. Second, quantitative grouping is digital rock climbing. Finally, composite grouping is maze navigation. Statistical grouping is not just a mathematical tool. It is the growth ladder for future professionals. Let's step onto these 3 steps and see how it empowers life and career. First, precise concepts. It is to anchor the foundation of the profession with a precise definition. The first line of defense to avoid career divergence. Second, clear functions. Insight drives value. Learn to see the nature of problems in groups. Third, innovative methods. It requires cross-border thinking to break through professional boundaries. Single skills will gradually become obsolete, and the combined ability of grouping and cross-disciplinarity, it is a powerful tool for future career development. But the bedrock of all growth ladders is data integrity. May you all become, in the future workplace, data guardians who let data speak the truth. After class, please use today's grouping method to group and analyze your classmates' weekend activity data. For example, group them into staying home, sports, and socializing. Break it down by duration. In the next lesson, become a data detective. Find the hidden champions of the most hardworking and the most laid back. The above is all the content of this lesson. Thank you very much.